Hey, yo. Mark here for Mark's Max Muscle. And today, we're going to be discussing this guy. He is Roy Callender. Born in 1944, standing 5'8", weighing 220 pounds, he is a former IFBB professional bodybuilder. Born in Barbados, then moving to England, Roy Callender now calls Canada his home. Callender is one of those hidden gems you stumble on while sifting through the annals of bodybuilding. You often hear about guys like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Frank Zane, Robbie Robinson, and even guys like Lou Ferrigno, but very rarely hear mention of Roy Callender. One look at him and it's plain to see he's more than a match for any of those gentlemen that I just mentioned. Callender has a very impressive lat spread, to say the very least. Probably one of, if not the best, lat spread for his time. Notice how low his lats insert to his lower back. This is a very desired trait in bodybuilders. Franco Colombo, Lee Haney, two other gentlemen that possessed very low lat insertions. A couple more modern guys would be Kai Green and Phil Heath also possessed this trait. Roy looked good from all angles. One of my favorite shots of Callender here. He had a great most muscular. In this most muscular, notice his feathering in his legs, another very desired trait for bodybuilders to have. Looking very artistic here. Pretty good aesthetics for a more muscular bodybuilder. In 1967, Callender entered his first Mr. Universe competition, placing second in his weight class. In '68, he would try his hand at the IFBB and their version of the Mr. Universe competition. Notice his legs were rather soft here in comparison to later years. He was, as they say, still in the stewing pot, or still developing. He placed 6th. Roy would compete for the Mr. Universe competition several more times, never capturing that title. In '71, he retired from professional bodybuilding. From there, he actually did some professional wrestling for a few years. After a stint in pro wrestling, in 1977, he would make his return to the bodybuilding stage. That year, he won the Mr. Canada competition, and even took his weight class in the Mr. Universe competition. Callender would have a big win that year, as he took the IFBB Mr. International. In '78, Roy Callender would make his Mr. Olympia debut. He placed a respectable 3rd. '79, he placed a disappointing 4th in his weight class at the Olympia. At the 1980 Mr. Olympia, Callender slipped even further down in placing. He placed 7th. He didn't return to the Olympia until 1984. And in '84, he actually looked really good. And he placed 5th. And this would be his last Mr. Olympia. At the 1987 World Championships, after placing 12th, Callender retired from professional bodybuilding, this time for good. Callender, now in his 70s, is a Gold's Gym master trainer. It's nice to see him still in great shape and keeping busy. To me, he is the most one of the most anyway, underrated bodybuilders from the 1980s. He is the Barbados Bomber. He is Roy Callender, a forgotten legend. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. That's it for now. This is Mark for Mark's Max Muscle.